Welcome back to the National Stadium in Santiago for what is surely the biggest and most important game of the Copa America 1991 so far. The meeting of two of the great rivals of international football, Argentina and Brazil. And I was lucky enough to see the game in Italy a year ago when these two met in the World Cup finals. And we'll never forget the absolute despair of the Brazilians that day when they dominated the game and lost to a Caniggia goal. Most unfortunate to go out of the World Cup. Well, Argentina have made a lot of changes in their team since then. Very few of the Italia 90 squad even on duty here in Chile. Goycochea, the goalkeeper, of course, Ruggeri and Caniggia, survivors of that squad. They've made a few changes during this competition, but they've stuck with the basis of the side that has done so well to carry them into this second stage with 4 straight wins. Brazil, too, after their problems en route to this second round of the competition, have shaken up the pack a little bit. But again, they've stuck basically by the key players, the likes of Taparel and Branco and João Paulo, and Neto, the captain, now restored in midfield. Tremendous atmosphere here, as there always is, between these two South American giants. Argentina unbeaten since the World Cup final a year ago when they lost to West Germany in Rome, of course. And Brazil, the holders of the Copa America and finalists in 2 of the last 3 competitions. Argentina with the advantage of having played 3 of their 4 first-round games in this very stadium. Brazil, of course, played all their matches in Viña del Mar, so this is a new venue for them this time round. Argentina in the blue and white stripes, attacking from right to left. Brazil back in their famous strip of yellow jerseys and blue shorts. And Argentina looking menacing early on here. And an interception which denied Taparel, the Brazilian goalkeeper, the opportunity of his first touch. Corner kick to Argentina then in the opening seconds, which Leonardo Rodriguez will take. The referee Maciel from Paraguay. Good crowd here. The Chileans, even though their team not involved yet, really interested in seeing this big clash. Taparel stays on his line again, and it's in! An early goal for Argentina in the first minute. And the scorer is Franco. A header on the near post has caught the Brazilians absolutely flat-footed. Argentina attacked from the kickoff, forced a corner, and straight from the corner, Franco's header into the top corner of the net has given Argentina a sensational lead. Well, what an unbelievable start here on my watch. Just about 60 seconds had elapsed when the corner from Rodriguez was met beautifully by Franco, who scored the equaliser at Wembley. English fans will remember in that 2-2 draw against England back in May. What a start here for Argentina, and what a start for this game. And a lunging tackle brings another free kick to the Brazilians. Basualdo, the culprit here. Well, even the crowd, I think, were stunned by the suddenness of that Argentine goal. And hopefully that will make it an even better match than we had really expected. And we expected a classic. It usually is when these two sides meet. So it looks like Branco lining up the free kick for the Brazilians and driven in hard. Oh, what a dramatic goal! Unbelievable stuff. We've had another goal. What a start to this game. And the crowd can't believe it. They've seen 2 dramatic goals in the space of a couple of minutes. And Brazil are level, thanks once again to the skill of this man Branco from a free kick. What a fantastic shot. He did it in the opening game against the Bolivians. He's done it again, and he's brought Brazil level. The midfield. That's a good ball too for Caniggia, and a free kick, and a little bit of unpleasantness as he lashed out, and there's definitely a little bit of needle creeping in here. And the referee is going to take some action.
Always had to happen. Only surprising thing is it's taken so long.
Carlos Enrique was shown the yellow card earlier. He was one of those kind of getting himself involved in that rather unnecessarily.
He's off.
And he is off. He's off. I'm not quite sure who he sent off. It looks like Caniggia, in fact, he sent off.
Or actually why he sent him off.
Or Mazinho. Mazinho has gone, and Caniggia. So the referee has decided to even out blame to each side for that incident, and Caniggia, one of the stars of the tournament, has gone, and so has Mazinho. Now there was the first foul. Another player got himself involved. Caniggia whipped around here, and really, I have to say, I think the referee's overreacted a bit on that one. I don't know what you lads think.
He has certainly. He's thrown out. If there's Caniggia, is not going to hurt anybody like that. I think it's a terrible decision. Moving and swinging around him. I was nearly going to draw a cricketing analogy, but I know as little as about cricket as I do about this.
Argentina on the attack again then. Simeone in possession. Got Estrada short, but opts to knock it long to Carlos Enrique on this side. On towards the goal scorer Franco. Batistuta beyond him. Batistuta leaves it to Basualdo. 10 minutes to half-time. Basualdo goes down, but no foul given. Rodriguez forward to Batistuta. And then to Estrada. Back it goes again to the leading goal scorer in the competition, who is brought down. In fact, it was Franco who was brought down that time by Luis Henrique. Now let's see if Argentina can produce a Brazilian-style free kick. I wonder. They don't seem to have had quite so much success from these positions, but I do remember Batistuta himself scoring one early on in the competition. I think that's him lining up the shot this time as Ruggeri gets in the wall. Gamesmanship there by the Brazilian, running back right in front of him, and a very good shot comes in, which Taffarel did well to deal with. If that had taken a little skid off the surface, it might have been even more difficult to handle.
Good.
Franco going on hard to win it, and then that looked like a foul. A lot of referees having trouble deciding what's play acting or what's a genuine free kick now, as Rodriguez gets a useful cross in, and it's gone in. It's a splendid second goal, and he's done it again. A brilliant second for Dario Franco. Another fine header. 6 minutes to half-time. Argentina are back in front.
There's no doubt that the goal was absolutely stupendous, but Rodriguez has done marvellously here. Absolutely brilliant. He's crossed with left footed, and Franco, as you mentioned earlier, is having some tournament.
Well, John, what a great header, but as Martin says, a superb cross.
Yeah, it really was. But I mean, you take it back a little bit, the referee played some great advantages there, because as you said before, Alan, there could have been a foul.
So the referee starts the second half with Argentina leading Brazil by 2-1. Brazil attacking from right to left now, with the substitution of Renato for Silvio Cesar, the only change as far as we can see during the interval. Basualdo with a free kick for Argentina as the substitution is confirmed. Simeone and Rodriguez, who had a very good first half and the heart of both Argentina's goals, and looking good again down the right here, and another dangerous looking cross, and it was almost a repeat, and a repeat. It is exactly what it's turned out to be, but this time the goal scorer is the man whose goals have enlivened this competition from the start. It doesn't matter to Argentina who gets them. They've done just as they did in the first half. They've started with a goal in the opening 60 seconds, and this man, Leonardo Rodriguez, at the heart of it again, and another brilliant header by Batistuta, and it's 3-1 to Argentina. What a start. What a game this is proving to be. Possessed by Estrada. Brazil win it back, but they haven't looked as incisive, certainly, as Argentina moving forward. Renato. That's a good-looking ball as well. And curled in by Branco to the far post. Yes!
Yeah.
They've scored.
That's what they wanted. That's what they needed. They're back in the game now.
João Paulo gets the goal. And Brazil, as you rightly say, have hit back at just the right moment. Well, is there any end to the goals in this game? Good cross. Branco, the provider this time. The ball dropped absolutely where he wanted it, almost onto the penalty spot. And really, in a sense, he couldn't miss from that distance. Slightly poor marking, perhaps, Argentina there, Martin O'Neill.
I'm not so sure, Alice. It's a very dangerous ball shoveled in by Branco, or whipped in, I should say. And it's one of those, if it falls, if it's not knocked out very clearly, then there's always a chance of an incoming player being able to get a touch in.
Would you view the prospect of 5 games in 9 days?
Well, something on a stage like this, I mean, it's going to be hard any time, but I think with the crowd and, you know, this sort of stage, you don't mind, you get through it. It's going to be hard, yeah, certainly.
And a red card. A red card has been produced for, I think, Carlos Enrique, who has certainly shown the yellow card in the first half. And for that challenge, and I think, again, the referee's caught us all by surprise, Carlos Enrique has been dismissed, and Argentina have had their second player sent off in the game. I'm not sure if anybody else is going to go here, but certainly Carlos Enrique has gone. Well, we need to have another look at that incident.
Well, as I said earlier, you know, when I first looked at it, it did look a little bit naughty. I did see him stamp on him, but whether it warrants a sending off, I don't know. I think we'll see again coming up.
Well, it was certainly the player who had been shown a yellow card. Unlike the first incident, it was 2 players who hadn't previously been involved in anything. We can look at it again.
The foot's coming up here, there. Stamp on the back of the neck, that's the one.
So it's all a question of the referee's discretion, how long we have now. Argentina lead Brazil by 3 goals to 2 in the opening match of the second phase of the Copa America. And Brazil, who were maybe a little bit fortunate to even qualify here. In fact, surprisingly, the referee has played hardly any extra time at all, less than a minute added on, and that's the end. And Argentina have beaten Brazil by 3 goals to 2 in an action-packed and controversial match here in Santiago. You almost lose his count of the incidents, John.
There was actually a little bit of a fight there. I actually saw one of the players strike another player. I don't know whether we got that.
Well, you've been spot on seeing things that even the referee hasn't managed to spot tonight. I'm not sure whether people are exchanging shirts or having them ripped off their backs here, but the story of the match is this, that Argentina, who scored in the very first minute through Franco, saw the goal pulled back then by Branco's free kick, went into a 2-1 lead, another header by Franco. They made it 3-1 then, with Batistuta scoring early on. João Paulo pulled one back for Brazil. 2 players from each side were sent off. It all ended up Argentina 3, Brazil 2.